Man, I can't believe it's been all this time since we've seen each other and you're still just as ugly as ever. Your makeup looked terrible and your clothes were some of the ugliest things I'd ever seen. But then again, I don't even know what would look good on someone like you. And if you were trying to start a trend with your look, well, let's just say that I wouldn't hold my breath.
Excuse me, but who is this and how did you get this number?
You mean that in addition to being so ugly, you also have a barely functioning memory as well? I can't believe that you could ever forget a showstopper like me. You really don't remember who I am? I'll give you a hint. I was the popular and prettiest girl at high school.
Wait a second. This wouldn't happen to be Carla, would it? Wow, I haven't thought of you in ages.
Well, it has been a whole 10 years since you and I graduated high school. But even so, I knew exactly who you were when I saw you walking in the street. You really are still the same ugly, drab person you've been since we were classmates. You were wearing that dress and walking around downtown with some big dumb smile on your face.
And that's a bad thing? Also, I'll let you know that that dress I was wearing was a gift from my boyfriend and I really like it.
Wait a second. Did you just say boyfriend? That can't be right.
No, it is right. In fact, we're actually engaged to be married. Our wedding is actually going to be next month, if you must know.
Wait, you're serious? You're really going to get married?
That's right. We've been dating since college and he proposed to me a couple of months ago.
You have got to be kidding me. There's no way that a girl like you is really going to get married. And before me, that's just, it's unacceptable.
You mean that you still aren't married either? Huh. That's funny. I would have guessed that someone would have snatched you up right away. In fact, I remember you having an older boyfriend when we were in school, right?
Yeah, but him and I didn't last long after graduation. Apparently, he was just a creep, only interested in high school girls.
You're kidding me. Who would have guessed that from an adult dating high schoolers?
I know, right? But anyways, I've forgotten all about him, and now I'm looking for my Mr. Right. But now you're telling me that you're going to be married before I am? Isn't that ridiculous? Why can't I find someone who wants to marry me? You need to break up with your boyfriend right now.
Carla, please don't be ridiculous. I mean, what does it matter what order people you haven't seen since high school get married? Besides, you really think I would break up with him when I just said we were engaged?
I don't want to hear it. You're nothing but an ugly nobody. There is no way that some loser like you is seriously going to get married before I do. That's just unacceptable.
Well, I really don't know what to tell you, Carla.
Well, let me tell you that this really pisses me off. You've always gotten under my skin ever since high school, you know that? You always just make me feel gross and you're a creep and ugh!
Yeah, well, imagine how I feel. I mean, you show up in my life after 10 years and you bully me just like you did in high school. Not only that, but you really thought you could just ask me to break up with my fiancé.
Well, that's because I can't let you get married before me. I'm supposed to be the star of the show, not you. You can't beat me in this. Hey, Diane, are you there? I was just curious if something happened between you and Carla recently. She keeps talking about how upset she is that you're getting married to everyone she knows.
You have got to be kidding me. What is her deal?
Yeah, she actually just reached out to talk to me even though we haven't talked since high school. She demanded that I tell her everything about your boyfriend to her since she knows that you and I are still friends.
She does? But how does she know that when we haven't talked in so long?
Yeah, I don't know, but I got kind of a bad feeling just from talking to her, so I thought I should warn you to be careful. Because apparently she's been reaching out to everyone from high school trying to gather what intel she can on Liam. I guess she really is upset about you and him being so close to getting married or something.
Well, I figured that much, but what I want to know is why. Of course I have some idea. I think she is letting herself get way hung up on the fact that I'm getting married before she is. Or maybe she's just looking for ways to put me down for being with Liam.
But I don't get it. Why would she want to do that? How does she even know about Liam?
Well, actually, the other day she must have seen me in town and started messaging me. I didn't even see her at all, but I guess she must have recognized me. She started saying rude things about what I was wearing and how I looked. The usual Carla play, you know.
You're kidding me. That's crazy that she recognized you.
Yeah, but then I happened to mention that I was getting married, and then she totally went off about how she's the main character of whatever delusion she lives in her head. And she kept getting angrier and angrier at me. She even demanded that I break up with Liam.
Are you serious? Man, she sounds like a real nut. But then again, I think she's always been kind of this way. Even in high school, she was always calling herself the star of the show or whatever. But it's been a whole decade since we've graduated.
I know, but I guess she still just hasn't grown up and is more than happy to look down on people from back then. So I guess that's one reason why she was upset about me getting married. Anyways, she's got to be looking for a way to put me down, and that's probably why she's digging into Liam. She just wants to know the best ways to get under my skin and bully me more.
Well, then I think you should probably tell Liam to keep a low profile for the time being, no? I mean, if Carla found out that you were engaged to a CEO, I think she would flip her lid.
Yeah, I really don't think that would go well for anyone if that happened. But what do you think I should do?
Okay, I have an idea. You should send me a photo of Liam.
Wait, what? Why would I do that?
Send us a photo of the night the three of us went out drinking. You know, when we ended up staying out all night. Liam looks like a complete mess, so if I use that photo, I might throw Carla off his trail a bit.
That's a great idea. She'll get the entire wrong idea about him that way. Plus, there's no way she would guess that he's a CEO by looking at a photo like that.
I don't think anyone would ever think that of him in that photo. But anyways, she'll probably just make fun of you dating someone like that, and then she'll probably leave you alone after she feels better about herself.
Zara, you are seriously a genius. This is a great idea.
Well, I just think that if you tried to hide Liam somehow, that it would just drive someone like Carla to search even harder for him. So I'll just tell her that I found this photo of us and explain that he's your fiancé. I'm sorry that I have to show Liam in that state to someone outside of our group, but...
Yeah, it's no problem. Whatever gets Carla to leave me alone and stay out of my life.
Tisk, 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 Diane. I really hoped that you might be able to impress me. But I doubt there's going to be a single person wanting to show up to your sad excuse of a wedding. I saw a photo of you and your fiancé, and let's just say that you really know how to pick 'em.
Sorry, what do you mean no one is going to come to my wedding?
Well, I know that you're getting married today. You even sent invitations out to all the girls from high school, didn't you? But that's why I made my wedding day today as well. And obviously, they're going to want to come to mine instead of yours. So you're not going to have a single old classmate at your wedding.
Wait, what? You mean that you're going to be getting married today too? But I thought you said that you were single just a couple of months ago?
I was, but then I found a boyfriend who said he wanted to marry me. It was the best way to not lose to you.
So you mean you've already found someone that you want to marry so quickly?
What can I say? When I really put my mind to it, I can make the men flock to me like nothing. And that's what makes me a cut above all the boring girls like you. I just give off an aura of superiority that all the best men recognize. All I had to do was download one of those apps, and I had men lined up asking me on dates.
I see. So you really don't want me to get married before you that badly, huh?
Well, of course. I told you that I'm the star of the show, didn't I? And that means that I would never let myself be beaten by a loser like you. But there are so many weddings happening around now that today was the only day that I could get. I wanted to try and do it yesterday to really beat you, but oh well.
Why do you keep saying that you're the main character? What are you the main character of? I don't understand that at all. Besides, it's been 10 years since we last even talked to each other. Why are you still acting like you're in high school?
Sounds like exactly the kind of sore loser talk that I expected to come out of you when you found out I was going to beat you. But you'll have plenty of time to think about your sad life when no one shows up to your wedding.
Excuse me? Why are you being so rude?
Let me tell you a little something. My fiance is a lawyer. He's handsome and rich, and he's nothing like your slob of a fiance. But of course, I'm not surprised that you're marrying a guy like that. At least you know not to date men out of your league. With a guy like that, I bet he has a really lame job too. He probably is flipping burgers while my fiance is out making millions every year. Your fiance wouldn't even be good enough to polish my fiance's shoes.
Are you sure about that? I really don't know.
You have to be kidding me. You really think that your man measures up to mine? Well, we'll just see about that when everyone from school shows up to my wedding and not yours. Then you'll eat your words, you fat, ugly cow.
Carla, I just want you to know that everyone is laughing at you right now.
What's that supposed to mean? Who is laughing at me, huh?
I mean, I can't believe that you went and got engaged just to get married before I do. Not only that, but that you really tried to plan your wedding for the same day as mine to snipe the people from our school away from my wedding? And in the end, you even reached out to me just to try and brag about this all. Everyone at my wedding is just cracking up at how completely unhinged you are.
Tell me who you're talking about. Who is laughing at me? I want to know right now.
Who do you think I'm talking about? I mean, all the girls from high school, of course. They all came to my wedding, not yours.
No, that can't be right. You're lying.
I'm not. And I'm afraid the only one who's going to have a very lonely wedding is you, Carla. Meanwhile, I'll be here surrounded by friends and family having a great time. But honestly, that just makes me pity you even more.
Now, you hold on there just 1 second. You're telling me that everyone from high school is at your wedding right now? But that can't be right. Don't they know that I'm the star, the main character? This can't be happening. They should all be here with me, not you.
Well, I did send my invitations out first and they already RSVP'd to mine. So I don't really know what you expected to happen by putting your last-minute wedding the same day as mine. Everyone had already chosen to go to mine before you were even engaged.
But that still doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, don't they know that I'm the main character? They should all be here cheering me on and helping me celebrate. Just like in high school when I suggested that we do a bake sale and sell stuff at a booth to raise money for our team. I was the star then. Everyone loved my idea.
Yeah, well, it helps when you were already trying to make yourself the center of attention in class anyways. But just because you were popular then doesn't mean that people are going to do what you say now. Besides, if anything, people probably just thought that you were being bossy back then.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean that you were always calling yourself the main character or something. You do realize how that is basically hurtful to everyone that isn't you, right?
But I still don't understand. Was I wrong to say that or something?
We all went to a private school that was very strict about us keeping our grades up. Everyone at the school worked very hard in class and in their clubs. I'm not even sure if I can say that you were good at planning events since everyone was much more focused on their schoolwork and didn't really care.
That's right. Everyone at school were a bunch of nerds, and so it's no wonder I was so popular with all the boys there. I was the only girl who put any care into her appearance, and that's why everyone loved being around me.
You really have a selective memory if you think you were the only pretty girl at school. As for your fundraising ideas, I think everyone was just grateful that you were taking it upon yourself to handle all of it.
What is that supposed to mean?
I already told you that nobody cared for the events much, and so you basically just did the work that we would have otherwise begrudgingly have had to do. But being grateful that someone does your work for you doesn't mean that everyone was looking up to you.
I don't get it. That can't be right. Everyone thought that I was the star, right?
For the last time! Nobody even knew what you meant when you said that! But anyways, like I said, everyone in school was focused on their studies and nobody really cared about being popular, except you. Literally everyone in school just thought you were so annoying, really.
Wait, what? They thought I was annoying, but that can't be right at all.
Well, it is. And to be honest, I kind of figured that no one would be going to your wedding even then.
This can't be happening. I thought that everyone loved me. I was certain that people would choose me over you. I was the most popular girl in the whole school. I was the star, the main character, the prima ballerina, the head honcho, the top girl, the boss hog, the big kahuna, the alpha and omega.
Wow. You seriously have some issues, Carla. I mean, if you really think that, then wow. That's all I can say. But I do remember even when we were seniors, you would always go on and on about how you were going to get married as soon as you graduated.
Shut up, you don't know what you're talking about at all. I was pretty and I was popular and people are at your wedding now? But I know that as soon as it's over, they are all going to come flocking to my wedding.
Carla, you have to stop this. You are being ridiculous.
Shut up, you don't get to tell me how to act. My wedding is going to be 1,000 times better than your wedding. My lawyer fiance is funding it all, and he spent a ton of money on this.
But why would they go to your fancy wedding when they're already at my wedding?
What are you talking about? You don't have a fancy wedding. Your husband is a slob.
On the contrary, he is actually the CEO of his own business, and while I don't like to brag about money, he does make quite a bit.
But that can't be. Zara showed me the picture of him, and he looked like a total slob.
Well, I think anyone would when they've spent all night drinking like we had that night. But I take it that you've heard of Liam Patel, right?
Liam Patel? As in that big tech guy that's on all the magazine covers and stuff?
The one and the same, and as of today, I am officially Mrs. Patel.
But that can't be right. Hold on, let me search him real quick. No way. It really is him. How did this happen? How did he end up with a total basket case like you?
I already told you we met in college and have been dating ever since.
But that can't be right. He should be with a girl like me, not you.
Well, I don't really know what to tell you, but I hope that this serves as a wake-up call. Get some therapy and leave me alone already.
Hey, you can't talk to me like that. I'm the main character. I say when we stop talking. Diane, you get back here right now and talk to me. Diane!
The next day, I got messages from Carla begging me for help. It turns out that her so-called lawyer fiance was actually a faker. He had failed the bar exam and was nothing but your run-of-the-mill office worker. Apparently, he was hoping to trick Carla into marrying him since he also thought that she was wealthy because she was always wearing designer clothes. The truth is that he barely had a cent to his name and certainly couldn't afford the wedding. I heard that she ended up suing him for marriage fraud, but that it didn't really end up going anywhere on some legal technicality. I haven't heard from Carla since then. But, according to some old friends, she ended up moving to a different state to start a new life after being humiliated on her wedding day. I can't really say that I pity her after the way she treated me and those around her. But by the time everything wrapped up, I was happily married to Liam and got through the whole affair unscathed. So I guess all I can say is really, all's well that ends well.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.